right now in the state of Maryland, there's no law that requires a radon test when buying or selling a home. But a bill before the county council may soon change that. The idea is to save lives. Susan Kenedy reports.
A deadly, odorless intruder could be in your home. Radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States, and Montgomery County is in an area that is geologically known for higher levels of the gas. In light of these statistics, a new bill sponsored by Councilmember Craig Rice will protect residents from exposure to this health risk.
So what we're talking about really is safety of our residents, and what we want to do is make sure that not only the people that are buying homes, but the people that are actually selling them realize the dangers around radon. A lot of people don't understand, but it's the second leading cause of cancer, only to smoking. And on top of that, it's actually the leading cause of death in the United States compared to drunk driving and all kinds of other incidents. I mean, this is something that really is dangerous.
The bill would require the seller of a single-family home to test for radon and give the buyer a copy of the test results. Radon is a radioactive gas found in the air that comes from the natural breakdown of uranium in soil, rock, and water. That gas then leaches through the soil and seeps into your home. Lisa Felt of the county's Department of Environmental Protection says the county has been designated by the EPA as a radon risk zone and that home buyers and sellers need to work together to remediate any potential radon risk.
It's a joint responsibility, I think, between the seller and the buyer. And you don't know whether you have a radon issue unless you test. And so I think in many aspects, this bill makes a lot of sense. It will be the first in the country that requires sellers to actually proactively test before they put it on the market.
A lot of people just aren't aware of how dangerous it is. And so what we wanted to do is make sure that that information is out there, that we make the people who are selling their homes test, because if it's optional, folks aren't going to realize.
The good news is testing your home for radon is easy and fairly inexpensive.
It's got to sit for at least 48 hours, come back at least 48 hours after, pick it up, and then you use a reader to reread it. With that, that'll let us know how many picocurigs are in the home.
Lisa Felt says the average remediation runs anywhere between $800 and $1,200. Unlike other environmental issues that can require additional study and experimentation before a solution is found.
It's fairly cost effective. You do have to, even if you test once, deal with that radon has seasonal variability. It changes with weather conditions. It changes with how open or closed your house is, etc. But if you do determine, going through the steps that radon, people that sell the radon tests require you to do, and you do determine that you have an issue, it's actually fairly easy to mitigate.
The remediation is actually a very easy process. It's not more expensive than you buying a new washer or dryer. But at the same time, the difference is this radon remediation can save your life.
The measure is currently in committee, and it's expected to come to the full council for a vote later this fall. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kenedy for County Report This Week.